The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale and started vending and quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale and started vending and quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaurs ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale and started vending and quacking.
So this is a little one step higher than, technology is one step higher than DS2. It's kind of, you saw the actual from the game engine. So if you look very closely to the Sophia Lillis close-up, it's not a cutscene, it's not a demo scene, it's a...
Phil, what did you think about that video?
Just what an amazing, I'd say maybe teaser or a glimpse into something. Maybe it's like a signal. When I first saw it, I saw something new, something slightly sinister, but also something that was extremely Kojima-san. OD is bold, it's unique, and it's unmistakably from this studio, which is just incredible. We're deeply supporting the production. It's our technical work on Unreal that we're doing with the team, both with the kind of flashy, what you see on the screen, but also a lot of behind the scenes work. We have one goal in mind, which is to bring Kojima-san's vision to life for all players everywhere, and we can't wait for players to experience it when it's ready.
So it's so real that I didn't think that was from game.
Yeah, it's all on Unreal, and yeah, it is a game, yes.
And this is released for the first time poster.
I created the main visual, Sophia looks really scared, I can't really speak about it so much, but we had like the SAG strike for like a year. We did finish the scan, but we need to do the performance capture, session.
And one thing that we can see, this term knock, what is this?
Well, knock is a subtitle, so I am kind of designing the fear of the knock. So I announced about like Jordan Peele before about OD. So Jordan has his kind of own different one, and of course we'll create as a game, but OD something, there's a different kind of fear Jordan will do. Mine is like the knock is the fear.
So the fear varies depending on director.
I really am afraid of the big knock sound, so that's why I thought, the knock is like the frightening. And I can't really talk about the red door, but there's so many hints in the teaser. Like you see the sticker of the eye, but probably I hope a lot of people will talk about it.
What would happen when we turn on the candles?
Well, it's a game, and it's all like not a cutscene, so, it's not a game about lighting candles, so don't get that wrong, but, and I can't really speak about the matches, but it's really scary, but you'll probably do in your pants or whatever, and, but even if you're scared when you play alone, there is, something. Well, sorry, my biggest fear is Phil next to me, but sorry.
OD is an experimental horror project from Kojima Productions, written and directed by Hideo Kojima, and developed in partnership with Xbox Game Studios, that blends interactive game systems with filmic performance to probe a single idea with unusual rigor, the player's personal threshold for fear, while deliberately challenging the boundaries of what a video game can be. Presented publicly as a work that tests your fear, and sometimes styled with the subtitle Knock, OD is built in Unreal Engine 5 and features live-action performances by Sophia Lillis, Hunter Schafer, and Udo Kier, whose faces and voices anchor a psychologically charged narrative that unfolds through tightly framed, performance-driven vignettes, diegetic interfaces, and reality-bending audio-visual cues rather than traditional HUDs or mission prompts. Kojima describes OD as a new form of media that leverages Xbox cloud technologies to do things a conventional client-only game could not, implying online connectivity and background computation that can alter what the player sees or hears, or who they believe they are interacting with, in order to heighten uncertainty and presence. The project emphasizes immersion over spectacle, using controlled perspective, long takes, and deliberately constrained input to create dread from anticipation and suggestion rather than jump scares, while the knock motif foregrounds the primal anxiety of an unseen visitor at the door and recurs as both a sonic signature and an interaction layer. Structurally, OD centers on branching performative scenes that can be replayed and recontextualized, encouraging players to test choices, cadence, and even stillness, with subtle systemic reactions that ripple across subsequent moments, so that repeated viewings feel less like grinding for outcomes and more like directing a living psychodrama. Kojima's stated ambition is not only to frighten, but to leave an afterimage that lingers long after the screen goes dark, and the studio positions OD as a bold companion to his past experiments in stealth, social connection, and cinematic storytelling, uniting star-level acting, cutting-edge real-time rendering, and cloud-assisted trickery into an intentionally divisive, conversation-starting experience about fear, communication, and the thin membrane between performance and reality. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy!